Hi, I'm Veronica Cruz. I'm in Human Resources at AlphaUSA.
Hi, I'm Julie Allen, and I'm the Administrative Assistant at AlphaUSA.
Hi, I'm Shreya Patel. I'm the Administrative Assistant at AlphaUSA.
Alpha does so much for the community. I mean, everything from working with first responders to police and fire, they're supportive in all aspects. The school system, they're huge advocates for the schools. Local businesses, we support one another and work in partnerships together. The food pantry has been so instrumental to me. It touches in a lot of different aspects because of the fact that I grew up with my mom working with the MOCI kids. And the nice thing about the food pantry is that we partner with the MOCI kids, the moderately cognitively impaired children, to be able to give them work-life skills that helps, with that actual pantry. So that comes from, replenishing inventory, selecting the inventory, and then also boxing the products and then delivering the products to the families when they do come for pickups. The food pantry we have is established in Franklin High School, and that serves the Title I families that are in need. So we, on a monthly basis, feed over 200 families through that food pantry. And we not only provide food, we want to make sure we're providing high quality food as well. So we want to make sure it's something that you would find in my cupboard at home or anyone else's for that matter, not generic brands for that reason. And then also from there, we make sure they have detergents and all the essential products that they need. So what we do is we actually have pickup days for the families. So on at least twice a month, we actually have the families come directly to Franklin High School and they would pick up those boxed items. We also participate in free and reduced lunches, and that is a service that's provided to Title I students in the schools. And what happens often is the families may not fill out the paperwork in time, which then forces the schools to incur that debt and pull from their actual school budget. So what we do at AlphaUSA in conjunction with Livonia Kids and Families is actually offset that and pay for that monthly stipend.
National Manufacturing Day is a nationwide event where manufacturing companies get the opportunity to reach out to the schools and they bring them in for a day. Here at AlphaUSA, we will set up 8 different stations so they could see what it's like in the quality lab. They get to visit, to see what the presses are doing out on the floor, those types of things. It gives them an opportunity to see what it's like to work in the manufacturing world, the different aspects, the different departments. So not only do they visit with us, but they will have the opportunity to visit with 2 other manufacturing facilities. And at the end of the day, they go back to Schoolcraft College, where they will be able to review what they've witnessed or what they've seen at the different manufacturers. I think what National Manufacturing Day does is it shows the students that there's different career paths. Some may choose to go to college, some may choose not to go to college, and maybe they want to see what different opportunities there are in the manufacturing world.
Young Inventors is something that AlphaUSA created to just engage with middle school students to kind of stir their interest in creations. So we actually started with just one school, and from there, it's almost like a Shark Tank style. So the kids actually get to present their ideas, and they bring them forth on boards, and we go through as a group collectively. We'll kind of go through the different boards to review them, and then from there, what we'll do is we'll select the top 3 from each school. I say each school because that program has expanded exponentially. So it started with 1, and now we're over 9 schools. So the kids do not come here. We actually go to the schools. So we'll have typically 3 different inventors in the community. So the inventions can range from race car drivers to Jacques Panisse from who is a founder of Shinola. So things like that. So they share their passions with the kids in the schools directly. And then from there, we do a presentation, and then from there we actually bring everybody to Schoolcraft College for a big banquet, and they get to actually bring their family members to enjoy in this experience as well. And that now serves about, I think we have about 500 people in the last attendance that we had. The great part about it is the kids actually get to discuss their inventions in front of the entire room, which is incredible to see these middle school kids present their inventions, and we have it on the big screen. We reward them and get them plaques and certificates and gift cards and all sorts of stuff for their amazing inventions. And we've even had a patent attorney come to these events, and from there we've also had them reach back out to us just to show us and tell us about what an impact that made in their lives.
So one of the other initiatives that we've worked on this year is hosting an event called Tour de Livonia, which is essentially a scenic bike tour that residents of Livonia and surrounding communities can take. So you would pay for tickets to be able to ride in this event, and all those proceeds go back to Livonia Kids and Families. Unfortunately, we had to postpone the event because of coronavirus. It was supposed to happen in July, but that is still something we are working on.
Another event AlphaUSA hosts is the CO2 car races for the kids. With the CO2 car races, the great thing is that kids and the family actually get to come to our East Campus, and from there we're able to host the races, and we'll have different categories. So there'll be the fastest car, the best decorated car, things like that. And in addition to that, we actually feed the families and just kind of make it a whole fun event for everyone.
So at the Passport for Safety event, I think it's great to see AlphaUSA and the Livonia Police Department, as well as the fire department, interacting with the community. The children have a great time. They all have smiles on their faces. They all get their pictures taken with the police officers and the firefighters. So it gives them a great opportunity to get to know them better, to let them know that they're not scary, especially for the children. And it's a great opportunity to bring the community together in one event.
AlphaUSA has purchased timpanis and guitars and violins, all the instruments that the music programs at the schools would need. It comes back to the relationships that we've built. So we found out who the actual teachers are for the particular schools. And then what we did is actually gathered them here at AlphaUSA and just asked them directly what their need was. Maybe you don't know, Livonia actually has its own symphony orchestra, which is fantastic. I'm a board member of the symphony orchestra as well for like the past 3 years now. So AlphaUSA actually purchases not only the instruments, but we also maintain the instruments for both the community, the orchestra, and the schools. It's awesome that they do so. They care so much because of the fact that, well, Chuck, for instance, he's a huge musician himself, and you'll walk down the offices and see guitars and amps in many of the offices here. So not only Chuck, but the organization as a whole is really supportive in the community when it comes to music. Absolutely. Chuck's 100% supportive, as is AlphaUSA, in anything that we do. I can approach him from any request. We just recently asked to revamp the website for the LSO. So with the assistance of Shreya Patel, who also works with me, the two of us are working together to enhance that, and Chuck 100% supports it. In addition to the Livonia Symphony Orchestra, we also work with Michigan State University and their music program, both locally and at Lansing.
The welding program is in collaboration with Goodwill Greenworks, and what it does is helps returning citizens sort of assimilate back into our society and provides them with a program that they can join and skills that they learn to be able to get back to sort of a regular life. And it really helps returning citizens have more of a smooth transition coming back into society, essentially.
I think when we go to the Livonia Police and Fire and we do a cookout for them, I think that lets them know how much we appreciate them. You know, every single day, you know, their lives could be on the line. They have, you know, they're put in very difficult situations. And for us to be there saying, thank you, we see you, we appreciate what you do for us in the community. And we just wanted to take one day and let you know that. So when you come to a cookout from AlphaUSA, you will find Chuck as well as many other executives behind the grill, and they're flipping burgers and hot dogs and chicken, and they're gonna serve you up right with a great luncheon or a great dinner.
One more thing that AlphaUSA does is we take part in a book club alongside the Livonia Senior Center. It happens once a month, and they're given a book that we provide, and they read it on their own time, and then they can discuss it with the other members in the book club. Obviously, with coronavirus, the Livonia Senior Center has shut down, so we aren't able to continue that. But what we're doing instead is we have mailed out another book that Chuck really likes to all the members in the book club so that they could continue reading even though they're not meeting. So I think it's just a great thing to do because it gives them a chance to meet with other members in their community and discuss books that they really like.
Early in 2020, we had to obviously face COVID-19 and everything how it affected businesses as a whole. One of the things that was impressive to me, and it was amazing to see how Alpha came together as an organization to actually come up with a solution for not only us as a business, but as a community. So we created face shields. We were able to produce these face shields for first responders, MDOT, nurses, hospitals. What was most impressive to me is the fact that everybody came together to actually create and identify a way to create these face shields. Obviously, this isn't something that we typically produce, so we had to find a way to configure our machinery to be able to allow us to accommodate this need. One of the things that we did is a local Boy Scout troop unfortunately had their trailer stolen. It was actually aired on the news, and immediately after that airing, our phone rang, and one of the local community members wanted to talk to us about that. And in that conversation, we found a way to not only replace the trailer, but also replenish it with items. Within 24 hours, we were able to give that back to the troops. One of the most impressive things to me is just how much AlphaUSA cares about the schools and the kids. They give back in so many ways. They give back with school supplies, they give computers, especially right now. We provided over $52,000 worth of computers. And then in addition to that, we did plexiglass for St. Michael's and provided face masks for the kids, all the essentials that they needed. When the kids had to go back to school virtually, we wanted to make sure that each student had a computer. So what we did is actually upgraded the teachers' computers. And in addition to that, we wanted to make sure the students had a 1-to-1 ratio as well. So we as a company actually purchased $52,000 worth of computers in conjunction with Livonia Kids and Families to ensure that need was met.
I feel very grateful to work for AlphaUSA. I feel grateful that they give back to so many community events, to so many organizations, to the schools, to music programs. Not only them, but they give back to the employees. So I feel very grateful to have this opportunity to be a part of this organization and to be involved to help to make those things happen.
I think it's great to be a part of an organization that's so intrinsically motivated to help their community. I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of that and to make that change. It's not just about helping out the community, it's about also helping out our family here at Alpha. And I'm still a student, so I go to school and I work here, and they make that very easy for me. I don't feel like I'm overwhelmed. So it's great because I get to go to school, be a part of this organization, and also help out with the initiatives that we're running for our community. So it's pretty great.
Well, a lot of it is the relationships that we've built in the community, just working together with one another. We can find the need, and then from there we address it as a whole. The community just knows that we play such a vital part in supporting everything that they do. If there is a need, and they have no problem picking up a phone call and just asking for that assistance if needed. It's incredible, the feeling and the reward that I get by being an employee at AlphaUSA. I wouldn't have these opportunities if I was anywhere else.